Welcome back. Looking to get away from football and the lake this weekend? Well, the Austin Cactus and Succulent Society is hosting its Fall 2013 show and sale at the Zilker Botanical Gardens. Joining me today is Gene Fight to talk a little bit about this year's event. Thank you for being here this afternoon.
Well, thank you, Brian, for having me.
You brought some examples of some of the cacti.
That's right.
That will be there.
And a few succulents.
Yeah.
And these are all, I picked these from my collection. They're all plants that I bought at one time or other from the show and sale. So this is an example of what people will be able to get or see. I'll put these out for display, as will other members of the society. So you'll have lots of plants to look at from all over the Western Hemisphere and Africa and wherever they grow.
Now this is kind of a display of the obviously cactus and different succulents out there, and you will have vendors on hand.
There will be people from Texas and from Oklahoma and New Mexico selling cactus and succulents, and there'll be potters there who will. These are not in fancy pots, but if you prefer to put your cactus in fancy handmade pots, they'll be for sale.
Obviously, a big push now, especially with our water situation, is to go with the more native plants. I assume that a lot of these are considered native to Texas.
Well, actually, this is an array. This is the only one that is actually a Texas cactus from the Big Bend area. Okay. But they're all drought tolerant. Right. That's what makes them cactus and succulents. These might be watered once a week.
Okay. How old are these, by the way?
Well, I could pull a tag out and tell you. This one I bought in 2004. This one I bought in 2012.
Tell us about the different types that we have out here.
Well, this is an agave, and it's a very beautiful agave. Won't get too big. Sometimes we see outdoor agaves that are huge. Not all agaves are that size. This is a mellow cactus, and you can see the seeds, so it flowered for me. And these are peculiar because the stem stops growing and we get this little red hat that gets bigger and bigger. Right, okay. This is a leafy succulent. Succulents can have leaves, cactus not so much, but succulents get to have leaves, and they can be quite attractive. And this is a leafy pachypodium. This is a South American cactus ready to flower, which is a kind of a surprise this late in the year. Yeah, right. So didn't flower on cue for the show, but no, we'll get one. And this, as I said, is a cactus from the Big Bend area, and it's called a corncob cactus.
And not all of them are prickly. Yeah, a lot of this one's fuzzy.
Not prickly.
Yeah.
Not prickly.
So
this has got spines on the tips. But if this one you want to be careful with.
But if you tend to get scared off, know that there are other options out there.
We could accommodate.
That's right.
We can find out what you want.
The show is free and open to the public. Correct. At the Zilker Botanical Gardens. There is a small fee for parking if you go, but I'm sure it will be a great event. Sounds like you'll have clear skies.
10 to 5.
For the show. 10 to 5 on Saturday and Sunday?
That's correct.
Both days. Gene, thank you so much for being here.
Brian, thank you.
Okay, we'll be right back.